I'm Dr. Kelvin Zhang, and today I would like to give you a brief introduction about this master program. And this program is called Master of International Relations and Development. In these sessions, I will first briefly talk about this program, and then in the second part of these sessions, we have invited one of our former students to share with you the program from a student's perspective. This program is called Master of International Relations and Development. So it has two components, or it covers two disciplinary areas. The first one is international relations, and the second one is development. The reasons that we combine these two disciplinary areas in one program is that there are two reasons mainly. The first reason is that nowadays, when we talk about developments, development issue is not purely a domestic affair. A very good example is that when you look at the developments of China, the developments of China is heavily influenced by its relationship with other countries, particularly the United States. And the recent conflict between China and the United States is heavily influenced the future directions of the developments of China. So this is one reason. And the second reason for combining these two disciplinary areas is that in the era of globalizations, when we talk about development issues, a lot of these problems cannot be solved by a single country. For example, we have the global financial crisis not long ago in 2008. And the climate change, the problem of climate change is continuously affecting how development is being moving forward. And also, I mean, more recently, we have the COVID-19 pandemic. These are issues that is going to affect developments, but these problems cannot be solved by a single country. So in order to study or to understand developments, we need to look at it from a more global perspective to understand how developments are being affected by the dynamics of interactions between different countries. So this is what this program is about, and this is what we want you to learn in this program. This program is a one-year full-time program, and then the maximum period of study is 2 years. So you can finish the program in 2 years. And the program is taught in English. And to complete the program, you need to take 24 credit points. And this program, of course, I mean, the aim of this program is to prepare the students with a career that need the understanding of international relations and political economy, and also understand the kind of economic developments from a more macro perspective. And the program also helped you to gain a lot of generic skills, like how to understand problems, devise solutions, and to be more positive in terms of understanding the wider world. Okay, and in this course, as I said earlier, you need to take 24 credit points, and half of these credit points you need to take from the core courses. And in this program, we have 4 core courses to cover the 2 disciplinary areas that I mentioned. The first core course is Foreign and Security Politics in Asia, which cover the international relations perspective. And the second core course is the Political Economy of Development. So it covers the development side of the discipline. And the third core course is about public policy and governance, because we don't want our students to stop at the kind of conceptual level. We also want our students to be more practical, to be able to devise policy that is related to developments. So in the third core course, we introduce the students the kind of process and techniques of how public policy is being formulated. And the last core course is about research methods. So it is very essential for students to acquire the research methods for them to understand the problems they are studying. So these are the 4 core courses we designed in this program. The elective courses, there are several elective courses you can choose and to fulfill another 12 credit points requirements in the program. And normally the elective course has 3 credit points for each courses, except the last courses, which is the thesis writing, which is 6 credit points. So if you choose thesis writing, then you only need to take 3 elective course to complete the program. Otherwise, you need to take 4. The elective courses mainly cover different aspects of the international relations as well as the development. So the first 5 elective courses are mainly cover this area, including the international institutions, urban developments, gender, also civil societies, developments in civil societies. And the last 2 elective courses are not the kind of normal classroom courses, which I will explain in more details in the next slide. The first one, which is the Experiencing Development Society, which is a outside classroom courses, which is we organize a few visits to developing countries because we want our students to have the kind of practical experience in the field. So the course cover a 2 weeks overseas field visit to Thailand, and because there is extra course in terms of transportations, accommodations, as well as other additional courses. So the students who like to take this elective course need to pay kind of extra fees in addition to the tuition fees, because the tuition fee cover the kind of tuitions, not the kind of traveling or accommodation courses. But because of the pandemic developments, it is very unlikely that this course will be offered next year because of the travel restrictions. So for those of you who are interested in taking this course, you need to bear in mind that this course may not be offered in the coming year. And the last elective courses is thesis writing. This courses is very useful for students who intend to take or further their studies at the research degree, for example, in MPhil or PhD, because in these elective courses, you will have a chance to do an individual project on your own, do your own research on a topic that you select yourself, and you will be supervised by an academic staff. So it is a very substantive project. That's why it kind of account for like 6 credit points in the total number of credits. So it is a very demanding, but also very rewarding elective. So for those who want to further their career in kind of in academias, you are strongly encouraged to take these elective courses. Okay. Apart from the regular coursework, our departments also offer opportunities for students to study courses in other universities. In the past, we have students who taken courses from sister university in Ningnan University, actually. And the students got the certificates after the completion of one of their courses. And also, every year we organize a series of academic workshops, especially at the beginning of the semesters, to help students to familiarize the kind of learning environments and also the requirements about studying in the universities in Hong Kong. In the past, we have academic workshops that cover the topics like how to communicate effectively in writing, how to prepare academic papers, how to prepare oral presentations, and similar kinds of topics. So it will, for those of you who are not familiar with educations or university education in Hong Kong, these workshops will be very useful. And also students will have chance to attend seminars like we have. I mean, our departments have organized a series of policy dialogues, which is delivered by Professor Anthony Cheung. He was a former Secretary of Transport and Housing in the government, so he has a very good experience in terms of the actual practice of public policy and development. Okay, so in the past we have the policy dialogues that cover topics like the one country, 2 systems, or the government's strategies in terms of fighting the COVID pandemic, the housing crisis or the housing affordability, and the relationship between Hong Kong and mainland China. So these are very contemporary issues that is related to, particularly related to Hong Kong as well. And also our students can attend some of the career workshops that we organize. including workshop delivered by professionals as well as sharing sessions by our graduates. In terms of employment, because this program is similar to other social science program, it is not directly linked to a particular occupations like law or like doctor or engineer. So a lot of the students actually come from different backgrounds. So graduates also move to different career, in different sectors after they graduate. These include medias, investments, finance, education. So quite very diverse. It depends on the student's background. And the average salary of our graduate who was working in Hong Kong is actually quite good, which is about the average of the overall graduates in Hong Kong. And for those of you who are interested in applying this program, so you probably would like to know about the any financial assistance that offered by this program. This program is very generous in the scholarship, the number of available scholarship for the students. So for example, we have the entrance scholarships, which is for students who have a very outstanding academic performance in their bachelor's degree. And also we have Torchmaster Excellence Scholarship. This is for the students who have performed well in this program. And the criteria for assessing the scholarship is that we look at the GPA of your first, so at least get 3.4 of your first semesters before scholarship opportunities in this program. For those of you who are interested in this program, the admission requirement is that you need to have a recognized bachelor degree. And if your bachelor degrees is not obtained in Hong Kong, like for example, in mainland China or outside Hong Kong, then you need to provide the verification report from these two institutions, like the Higher Education Qualifications Center and also the Hong Kong Council for Accreditations of Academic and Vocational Qualifications. There are two online links that you can access for further information. And because this program is the medium of instruction is in English, so we require our students to have minimum standards of English language proficiency. And for those of you who obtained your bachelor degree in institutions that the medium of instruction is not in English, then you need to provide an English language test result in order to qualify the English language requirement. We accept a number of tests, including the IELTS test, the TOEFL, and also the GCSE, GCE, O-level language test, and the Chinese Mainland College English Statute, which is the CET. But the CET you need to obtain within the last 2 years, or within the 2 years of your application. So for those of you who already graduate sometimes, then you need to pay attention to that. And the tuition fee for the coming years is 120,000 Hong Kong dollars. Okay, and this is for the 1 year study period. For those of you who want to extend their studies beyond the normal 1 year study period, you need to pay an extra fee for your registration. So bear in mind if you want to study the program in more than 1 year. Okay, and the deadline for the application is the first round deadline is the February 25th, and this is the QR code. You can access the website on the application website using this QR code. And you can, if you have any questions, you can contact us by email, okay, which is the MIRD@eduhk.hk. The second half of the sessions to our graduate. Okay, so Zoe, right? Sui, I'm sorry, Sui. Sui, I think you can share your PowerPoint. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, thank you again. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Louise Zoe, one of the class representative in this major of 2020 graduates. I'm very honored to have such an opportunity to share with you. During my master's career in the Education University of Hong Kong, I have learned a lot, which I think is very helpful for my future career. My sharing today has 4 parts. Oh, sorry. First is my background, and then about this major, reasons to choose this major, and some advice to you. Firstly is my background. It seems to be a little complicated, and I have 3 majors in my study career. I graduate from Zhejiang Normal University in Environment Science, but after graduation, I think financial industry is more worth learning and exploring. So I took the self-study examination again and entered in the financial industry. I worked in the Shenwan Hongyuan Security for several years. Through my continuously hardworking, I achieved my goal to be a general manager of a regional business department. After finishing my goal, I cut my job and came to Hong Kong for a new start. Maybe it sounds a little crazy decision, but I really did. I studied design in the Chinese University of Hong Kong for 2 years. And then until I made the Master of International Relations and Development in the Education University of Hong Kong. I saw the current situation clearly and began to prepare my future career. I think this master is very important step in my lifetime. It's very meaningful. And these are some photos of my previous work and study on security and design. I'm in the middle and they're all my team members. And the second part I was sharing is about this major, Master of International Relations and Development. To me, I think it's a wonderful major. It can train me to study problems from multiple perspectives and explore some current situation and understand some advantages and disadvantages of policies from different aspects, and understand how to make analysis and comparison and some logic to influence economic development and capital market operation. When I graduate, I enter in my favorite, financial industry. But I think there are also other institutions you can choose, like a government or some think tank firms. And these are some photos about our learning journey. You can see the teachers are quite dedicated and professional, and the students was also listening carefully. Thirdly, I want to share my reasons for choosing this major. And my 3 reasons are good university reputation, front learning experience, and strengthen career development. The Education University of Hong Kong is one of the 8 public schools in Hong Kong. It has a very good reputation on education. They also teach us to attach importance to close relations with the society rather than ideas. And it also kept extensive cooperation with some overseas university and can provide more opportunities for us to exchange ideas, practice researches and training. And what's more, it has a strong faculty and rich academic resources. By the way, the campus is also very beautiful. The scenery down the hill from the school is very good. And the second reason is fruitful learning experience. Our many courses focus on training us to understand the macro policy level of economy, and some activities can also enhance our horizons and depth of research, provide some experiential learning and practice. It's very beneficial to my future career. And the last reason for is considering my career development. You know, since Hong Kong is a financial hub, and I also want to stay in Hong Kong, and I also have much passion in this industry. So I'm eager to learn more. The knowledge of this major can be well combined with my practical experience in the financial industry to better analyze the international market and some macro economy, which is very helpful to me to engage in this industry and to be a financial advertiser. And I think actually sometimes when I analyzing the situation of capital market or talking with the clients, which is missing is not the products, some investment products, but macro perspective and policy vision. So I think this major just makes up for these defects. So I think it's very useful. These are some photos of my current work, our team in the conference and our trophies and honors. It's very professional. And these are some photos of my spare time and team activities. You can see our team is quite energetic. And the last part I'd like to share is some advice to you who are maybe still hesitating, or maybe you're in a period of confusion. Maybe you don't know what you really want. I think the first things you need to do is calm down and think about. Now you're maybe in the stage of choosing your major or begin a master in Hong Kong or in other stages of your life. I think after thinking about this problem you're facing, set goals and work hard towards them. It doesn't matter if you fail once, try several times, and don't lose heart. Keep optimistic, listen to the suggestions and opinions, maybe someone around you, and never give up. This is my advice to you all, but also is my attitude to my study, my job, and my life. And I think you will get in better day by day. Thank you for listening my sharing. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.